Hey guys, welcome. Okay, so, yeah, let's go and, do the, uh, do the After Blood Moon Fates event because it'll be ending soon, you know? And, I need to finish it well, at least I only need to complete all of the missions in order to get this badge. And, later, we actually receive a letter from Luna Kindred. So let's read that later, okay? The waves' magic search you can detect the direction of the enchanted aura once every 3 seconds. Wait. Oh, wrong button. Suddenly, those sapphires seemed to shake violently. The sky darkened, and one sweltering day turned into a cool night, just like that night. I said, don't touch it. Hey, just to be clear, I haven't done anything. Might this be used for manipulating time? Shall we give it a knock? Ron reached out a knock on the device, but nothing happened. Maybe we're not meant to control it. Give shift from day to night was so abrupt. The residents must have noticed it as well. Just to be safe, let's go investigate where we've been to. First of all, let's go to the alley the child mentioned where I claimed to spot a mysterious person with red eyes. Why is there no other exit? Wait. This one is open. Oh, wait. How do we get there? Hmm. This strange. Did it suddenly sort of changed? Frail resident, angry resident. Yo, check it out. Boy in trousers won't be able to come. It's the boy we see before, but he's the one that's been destroying those. Hey there, kiddo. Didn't you go to play with your friends? What brings you here? Huh? Who are you guys? Hello there, little buddy. Do you need any help? Ah, who are you people? You really startled me. You don't recognize us? I don't think we've met before. Besides, my mom told me not to talk to strangers, but we actually saved you once. Look, this is the home chip you gave us. This is my home chip. How did it end up in your hands? Are you a ghost? Ah! The young boy screamed and scurried into the depths of the alley. Now that's kind of strange. odd. It's as if he no longer recognizes us. Maybe the people in the daytime are different from the people in the nighttime? There's definitely something weird. Could it be that he ran into an accident on his way here? Continue investigating the area. Oh, I keep on making mistakes. Yo. Simao? Mama taught me a game is called 123, but she's too busy to play with me. What? Okay. Great, then let's begin now. Wait, how do I play? The rules are simple. I'll stand here and shout 123. When I turn around, I'll tell a move. Here are some small tools. Pick up 5 tools while I have the time. Alright, let's start. Pick up the one. 4 more to go. Now that seems easy. You're good. Thanks for playing with me. This is for you. Simao is very kind. I like her. Is it here? That was a very... Oh! Drunk man? Eek! Bring me more. The man head up was staggering, his bloodshot eyes unsettling in the darkness of the night. Hey look, the person up ahead looks kind of familiar. Looks like the guy refused to get out of our way unless we found his stuff. Seeing him like this in the middle of the night is pretty creepy. I wonder if that kid was scared by him. But how come he's back here again? Those people were acting weird. What on earth happened? They don't remember us, and this place isn't quite the same as it was during the day. Let's follow him. Okay, but first, let me unlock this. Wait, who is this? I heard that there are vampires around and trying to look for them. Wow, you're so very brave, man. Follow pardon. Hide behind object. Oh no. We've been discovered. I thought I could get to the second. Ah! It's so annoying. Just when I thought. I can't let him get too far. But I can't get too close. Do you see that? Yeah, that guy dropped something again. Why do I have the feeling that the 2 things he dropped look exactly like the ones we gave him earlier today, Captain Sama? What on earth is happening? Why are the events that have occurred playing out again? What's even more baffling is that everyone seems to be completely oblivious to the recent day-to-night transition. An unfamiliar world reversed day and night, reset memories, rumors aim to divert attention. I've got it now, darn it. Why did it take me this long to realize? I believe time wasn't fast-forwarded to tonight. Instead, it was reset to last night. Are you suggesting this device's purpose is to send us into the past? No, reversing time is nigh impossible and doesn't really add to the stability of the world. Captain, when you encountered that Teresa, you were in the process of observing this world, correct? And you also experienced a pseudo-time rewind. Indeed, through conscious projection, I relived that particular night multiple times. However, I wasn't able to attain a perfect ending. So it does share some similarities with Calming's experience. Based on these experiences, I have a bold hypothesis. The device's function, similar to how you rewind time, is anchoring time to a specific period so you can relive it again and again until you save the world from destruction. It's possible this bubble universe could be trapped in a loop. That device resets everything to its initial state at some point in time. And this is why some deliberately spread rumors to divert attention, and dreadful monsters were deployed to deter us from approaching that area. Doesn't this mean the residents here are trapped in a loop, forced to relive the same day over and over again? Shall we reveal the truth to everyone, Captain Sama? No, I don't think it's that possible. It's worth a shot. Perhaps the more people become aware of the loop, the higher the chance of drawing out the person behind it. I have a suitable candidate in mind. She stays in one place regardless of the time, making her quite easy to find. Let's go to Homo's Joyful Dining. Okay, find the waitress to Homo's Joyful Dining. Oh, the one who told us about the vampire and the ketchup thingy. Homo's Joyful Dining was brightly lit. The employee was standing at its entrance and welcoming passerbys. Hello. Wait, the volume is not up. Wait just a minute. There we go. There, customer. Can I interest you in our freshly launched Bloody Tomato combo here at Homo's Joyful Dining? The enthusiastic employee handed me a flyer featuring coupons. Why not get a combo for your little sisters? And to sweeten the deal, a limited edition toy wine is included as a gift. The kids loved it. Who's that guy's little sister, you say? Who's that guy's little sister, you say? I'm not a kid. While it's true that the combo sells well, it's not every day you see someone buy 6 and another 2 of it. Do you truly not remember of us? I apologize, dear customer, but it's truly my first time seeing you all. Confusion overtook her, wiping the smile off her face. She doesn't remember us. Time has really been reset. Time has been reset? What are you talking about, customers? You might not believe it, but you're stuck in a loop. A loop? The employee gazed at us, momentarily frozen in place. Within her dazed eyes, a profound fear suddenly emerged. I guessed it is too much to take in at once. That's all right. Maybe we can sit down and talk it over. Oh dear, an animal, no, a monster. A monster is going to eat us. Hey, calm down. When I was about to grab the panicky floor, a roar from behind left me no time to worry about her. It's contrived for a Honkai beast to appear now of all times. Feels contrived, isn't it? It seems that the loop is a secret that can't be revealed. Okay. That's right. I can only use trial. I was intending to use Violet Executor because you know I got that Teresa a new outfit. I wanted to try it out, but too bad. Too bad.
魔法少女シーリン出発
魔法少女
ちゃんと見ててそれ逃げられないよちゃんとカットしな
I can't wait to have her in my team.
ちゃんと見ててそれ ないよ。
It's so interesting. Her eyes
いや
are now X
逃げないで。
when Void has diamond shaped eyes.
魔
No,
法少女の時間が始まるよ。
I think anyone needs help.
任せ
Wait, who's that? Oh, it's Himeko. The younger Himeko. She showed up. Interesting.
アイスストームトルネード。
It's so interesting.
私の活躍はどうだった？
Yeah, this younger version of Himeko is the one from the first event. Now all we need is Callan's how do you pronounce that? How do I pronounce her Valkyrie battlesuit back then? It's so hard to pronounce too. Hey, you people over there. What's the hush-hush business at this hour of the night? Run! My body responded a few seconds ahead of my mind as if I was about to be captured and interrogated in the next minute. The impression Himeko left on me that time is still too deep. I thought strangers like us would arouse Himeko's suspicion, yet she didn't push us like she did in our previous encounters. Instead, she was gentle to us. Don't be afraid. I'm Sapphire's police volunteer. How can I assist you? No worries. We're just hanging, right? That's right. And we don't have any reports to make either. She really doesn't remember anything at all. Thank you, Miss Himeko. It's getting late, so we'll just head back home. I turned to leave, but she intercepted me, her eyes locking onto mine. Miss Himeko, do I appear suspicious to you? Well, you do seem rather suspicious. For example, how do you know my name? She took out a notebook and a pen from her pocket and began listing our suspicious points. Firstly, you loitered in the streets at midnight and immediately wanted to go home upon spotting me. Very abnormal behavior. Oh, come on, you're being overly cautious. Can't we just remember that it's time to go home? Secondly, you pestered and even attempted to assault a staff member at Homeless Joyful Dining. Are you threatening her? Hey, threatening her won't do us any good. Thirdly, you mentioned the loop, right? Oh. Well then, Miss Himeko, what's your opinion on the loop? You don't look surprised. Why should I be? On the contrary, I find you suspicious individuals have a point. You trust us? Trust you? No. Rather, I hope that you all can trust me. Oh. In fact, I've been investigating this matter, whether Sapphire is truly caught in the loop or not. As she said the word whether, the confidence in your eyes deemed. Unlike the others, when Sapphire's time is reset, my memories remain intact. Therefore, I am aware that those events occurred. Just as you've mentioned, the people are trapped in an unchanging loop. Well, since we are all investigating Sapphire's anomalies, why don't we find a place to sit down and have a proper conversation? We've come across some findings that might just be the answers you're looking for. Sorry, we can't prove our identity, but please trust us. We're earnestly searching for the source of Sapphire's anomalies. Now, it's not your identity to have doubts about. It's just, I don't think I've seen the three ladies, but you... Have we met before? Have we? I can't explain it. I might just be mistaken. She flipped her ponytail and offered us a smile. Follow me. I'll take you to a place. Himeko, a former police volunteer, has been investigating the anomalies in Sapphire. Yes, the only way we can ever meet Himeko again is In a bubble universe, I guess. Character lock. These are kind of interesting. This is definitely Kong Ming. And this one is definitely Callan. Definitely for sure. This one, I think this one is Sakura. I am just not sure which Sakura. This one is probably Raven. This one I am not sure. I do not recognize the silhouette. Anyways, I'll keep Searing because, well, she's a new character. The one I thought about is... Wait. Callan. Where are you, Callan? This one. Sanden Jagger. See, I told you it's hard to pronounce. This is also the Callan from that time, you know. Wait. There. Does it look familiar? It's a little bit, it's also the same. Anyways. Moving back. Himeko wants to take us somewhere. Head to East Sapphire. I didn't know there was a place like this in Sapphire. After crossing a long bridge, we arrive in another area of Sapphire. Along the way, we told Himeko everything we had gone through since coming here. It sounds like you're quite familiar with Sapphire. Have you been here before? Nope. I still can't shake the feeling that we've crossed paths before. Strange. I can't even remember exactly which cat is walking on which street at what time. My bitter smile in the alley where she fell still haunted me. A soft escaped my lips as I tried to break free from those persistent nightmares. Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, I think she died in that event. Right? Maybe that's the reason why. It's an event a long time ago, so I don't remember it much. The only thing I remember is that I made a promise with Luna Kindred because that was the ending, and that I met this young Himeko there. As a matter of fact, I still remember that the beginning part of that event was that it was during that time when Kiana, May, Bronya, along with Teresa, we were on a summer vacation. Like we went in Sapphire City to have a summer vacation, and then I remember Otto calling the captain, and saying that he has some kind of job for him. And that's when I ran into Himeko in here, which sort of teleported me. No, I don't think it was Sapphire City, but it teleported me from the summer vacation the captain was with the Valkyries to Sapphire City when I met young Himeko here. There, I mean. At least this time I won't let anything happen to her. I should confess all to her, but now isn't the right time to catch up. Yeah. I think she did die in that event. How could that be? You've asked me many times already. If I had really seen such a dashing hero like you, I'd remember it clearly. You smooth talker? Speaking of which, do you know anything about those monsters? Well, I'm still investigating. However, what I can confirm is that whenever someone deliberately acts against the Lupin Sapphire, those monsters will show up and attacks constantly. That's indeed the case. We were actually about to tell the employee that she's in a world that repeats itself. You should save your breath. When the loop resets and the clock strikes 6 in the evening, the residents will forget whatever you said to them. The clock? What's that? Oh, I forgot to fill you in. There are 3 pendulum clocks scattered across Sapphire. To some extent, they determine the loop cycle. Clocks that control time loops. Fascinating. So, if we stop those pendulum clocks, could we potentially alter or even break the time loop in Sapphire? While it's not yet certain, my hunch is that if the pendulum clocks are controlling the loop cycle, then starting with them will likely provide us with insights into this matter. Nevertheless, every attempt I've made to further investigate the pendulum clocks has been thwarted by those pesky monsters. Therefore, as probable as your hypothesis sounds, I can't vouch for its correctness. If you're asking me, we won't know until you try. Himeko, could you take us to the pendulum clocks? No, wait, that's incredibly dangerous. Once we approach the pendulum clock, the monsters will attack us tirelessly. Hey, we live for the thrill. If the reward is right, there's no challenge we can overcome. And don't worry about the funds. This guy will foot the bill. Brony winked at me. I sighed. Please lead the way, Himeko. Who knows? In a world that operates on its own set of rules, we might be the unpredictable variables. And having us by your side means your attempt to solve the loop won't be thwarted by monsters. Besides, given the situation, do we have any options other than trying our luck there? Since we've come this far, Miss Himeko, wouldn't it be a shame if we didn't give it a try? Okay. You've convinced me completely. Alright, it's settled then, Miss Himeko. Let's go. I know the precise location of the first pendulum clock. Okay. Himeko wants old friends. Day and night. Himeko wants to take us. I haven't gone before. Follow Himeko to the first pendulum clock. But wait, they say that they haven't been to this part, but there's already a portal in here that's activated. Who is this? Don't loiter around here. Whatever. Okay. I'm so sorry for disturbing you. See that clock? But we can't get in. Hey, what are you guys trying to do? But we can't get in. Ask the youth how to enter the factory. Restricted factory. Authorized personnel only. Your boss sent a civic of a delivery. Did it not tell you about it? Is that so? Maybe, but I'm just a temp. Fine, if you need the key, go over there and ask. The administrator of this warehouse also oversees that mountain forest, so he should have all the keys you need. Alright, we'll go find him. Thank you. You're quite the storyteller, eh? Why, thank you for the praise. Let's go. When we get to the administrator, you'll do the talking. Me? Alright. I'm always the one who does the talking anyway. And the one who gets in trouble for it. Wait, I only see trees. What's going on? The fog ahead is too thick to pass, and I don't see any forest. You don't see any forest? In the meantime, I don't see anything but trees. Something's not right. This fog is fluctuating like magic. Oh, you're saying this fog might be one of Sapphire's anomalies? I don't know why we're led here, but my guts tells me to stay out of it. In other words, we are deceived. I suggest we return and confront him. You don't say. Let's go ask why he tricked us to this place. Comic artist found? I'd love to have the personal autograph. Oh. Look, isn't that him? He's even holding a bunch of keys. I didn't expect anyone to come so far. I can't let... There are more important tasks, I think. I've been discovered. Gotta run. Guards, stop those people. Wow. You'll be knocked back if you push the mech guards from the front. Find a way to get around them. Tap the right button to reset the puzzle. Wait. Wait. Oh, that's what... I got it. Oh, but... Just a minute. There is a treasure chest. Isn't this treasure chest from Genshin? Hmm. Oh, so we can't do that. Got you. Don't if you please, ouch, that hurts. I surrender. Can't I surrender? What are you talking about? I haven't even touched you. I apologize for misleading you. Look, here's the key. Catch. Hey, don't throw the key all of a sudden. Hey, stop. What an escape. I'll give him that. He's a sly one. Anyway, we got the key. We can unlock the factory gate. Let's proceed, Captain. Oh, she started calling me Captain. She started calling me Captain again. Warehouse. See? How intriguing. This is a finely crafted piece, just not very good at doing its job. Look, it runs slower than regular clocks. A close-up pendulum clock stood before me. However, its pendulum, which should be swinging back and forth with ease, was swinging sluggishly, as if being held back by some unseen force. Do not be fooled by the pendulum clock's slow pace at night. It spins much faster than you think at day-night transitions. Rapid day-night transitions, prolonged nights like this, are this all dictated by the time displayed on its dial? Impressive. With so little information, you were able to guess what I'm about to say. I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Clock's slow pace at night, it spins much faster than you think at day-night transitions. Rapid day-night transitions, prolonged nights like this, are this all dictated by the time displayed on its dial? Dial. Wait. I can't actually see the actual clock because the only ones I can see are them in the background, whatever it is. I can't really... I can't really picture it with just words. In a general sense, clocks serve as metaphors for our comprehension of time. However, in Sapphire, time is subject to the hands on the pendulum clock. This is what pendulum clocks control time loops mean. Yes, when the hour hand points to 6 for the second time, the looping day will start again. Yet, for someone aware of being trapped inside a perpetual loop, living through the same day over and over again must be hella tedious. That's why I've made numerous attempts to break the loop. Unfortunately, I try to tell others that we're all living in a world that repeats itself, just like you did, and the result is what you saw. Informing familiar colleagues, shouting on the streets, throwing flyers like crazy, I've lost track of the number and manner of my attempts. Once the loop restarts, it's like none of that ever happened. Like all the efforts I made never existed at all. I've seen Himeko angry, vigilant, teasing, and even talking drunk on the rooftop, yet I've never seen her gutted like this. Maybe that's the reason why she wasn't so aggressive when she first met us. Time and time again, I made futile attempts. I pursued relentlessly only to witness tragedy unfold before me. Denial, disappointment, and denial again. Is my going in circles in a tragedy not a loop in itself? Himeko, yes? Nothing. So what happened next? Regarding this pendulum clock, what are your thoughts? Ever since I realized the connection between these pendulum clocks and Sapphire's loop, I've been searching for a way to stop it. As you know, they all failed. After so many loops, this is the first time I'm standing before the pendulum clock. Each attempt I made to approach the pendulum clock was disrupted by monsters that appear out of nowhere. They remind me of insistent suitors. Yeah, the insistent type's not for you. Huh. Then do you know any eligible guys to introduce to me? Oh no! I am seeing the old Himeko in her, but then again she is still Himeko, so I suppose they wouldn't be so far off. Hey, when this is all over, I will need you to find a good man for me. I don't know why, but that line from Himeko popped into my mind. On that night of beer and breeze, I brushed it off as her tipsy joke. Little did I know that she was referring to a tomorrow that would never come. Hey, why do you suddenly space out? Don't tell me you find it difficult to find a nice guy for me. Of course not. I promise to find a perfect guy for you. If you have any requests, just let me know. You're certainly taking my joke to heart, but don't do it in this city that keeps resetting memories, or my date would start with self-introductions every day. Seeing Himeko join in on the joke, a sense of relief washed over me. Despite no longer residing in her memories, my hope that she would forever be the enthusiastic and candid police volunteer remained unchanged. I assure you that the matter is in good hands, Himeko. There's strength in numbers. We've already reached the first pendulum clock, and I'm confident that we'll soon crack the loop. Absolutely. Compared to investigating solo and fretting about being jumped by monsters, your involvement already marks a breakthrough. Time is of the essence. After I climb onto the pendulum clock, if any monsters appear, make sure to guard my back, alright? Wait, on second thought, you should go instead. I have more experience dealing with monsters after all. No need for all that trouble, Miss Himeko. Tracker, it's time to shine. In response, the drone emitting a soft blue glow swiftly flew to the top of the pendulum clock and began to scan. In the meantime, we huddled around Brony's holoscreen to observe the progress. I can't see clearly. Brony, move it closer. It is clear. Oh, you're not having trouble understanding, are you? Don't worry, little Siren, I'll teach you. Look, this is the escapement, and this is the mainspring that powers the pendulum. I'll have the tracker fly closer for a better look for the structure. How do you like it? Is it much clearer now? Click. The instant the sound was made, the colossal pendulum clock in front of me abruptly stopped, and the boundless night outside the window was instantly bathed in twilight as it should. However, in a matter of seconds, the pendulum clock resumed its ponderous sway, and the afterglow dissolved into the thick night. I could hardly believe my eyes. Did the pendulum clock actually stop? Wow, Sirin, your magic has become so impressive. You should keep up the good work and shut down the clock. That wasn't me. I just tried, and my magic is completely ineffective against this bizarre pendulum clock. I look at Brona's holoscreen, trying to figure out what just happened. It seems there's a jammer resembling a data barrier outside the pendulum clock's driver, which caused the tracker's scanning signal to impact the pendulum's clock's operation. Okay, where were we? Is that so? Let me check. Oh, how fascinating. Who would have thought I'd get to work on such an antique? I'm almost moved to tears. Alright, then we'll leave the task of hacking the pendulum clock's data barrier to you, Miss Brony. Well, you finally decided to chime in, Miss Rosemary. I was beginning to wonder if Sirin had cast some sort of silencing spell on you. I'm not that bored, you know. And if I were to use that spell, I'd definitely use it on you first. That's not gonna work, little Sirin. Brownie, how long will it take to hack into the pendulum clock? It won't take much time. After all, I am the #1 hacker. But of course, if you're willing to offer a more generous reward, it might even be faster. Brony winked at me, then started tapping on the screen while humming a tune. I scanned my surroundings, searching for any indicators of potential monster attacks, yet at present, an unsettling tranquility pervaded. So tranquil, it was almost incredulous. Himeko mentioned that once a pendulum clock detected anomalies, monsters would emerge, despite Brony's trackers guarding the perimeter of the factory. Caution is still advised. However, what concerns me more is... You seem to have something to speak to me. It's just that I expected the usual Rita to provide some advice or insights, but today you're unusually quiet. In my view, everyone's efforts are commendable. As for you, Captain, you don't require my counsel at the moment. You simply need to trust your own instincts. However, besides this concern, it seems we now have a tougher challenge at hand. Some uninvited guests have breached Miss Brony's security blockade. A monster? Chaotic and ominous footsteps reached my ears, prompting me to instinctively glance out of the factory windows. Sure enough, in the moonlight, the monsters have surrounded us. They're here. Brony, take position behind me quickly. Haha, that's so sweet of Sirin. While I work on the hacking, I'll leave the task of protecting me in your capable hands. Okay, Sapphire Defense. Brony's hacking the device stopped the monster that suddenly appeared from interrupting Brony. If the monster interrupts her 3 times, the hacking will fail. "25% complete." How many more percent? Completed. Alright. Mission accomplished. Time to wrap things up. Perhaps it's more like a break? Is everybody alright? No worries. I've become accustomed to this a long time ago. They've retreated for now. Is it because the pendulum clock was damaged? It seems the malfunctioning pendulum clock has lost its value for them to protect, but has the loop been terminated? Gazing at the daunting darkness outside, I shook my head while holding the timer in my hand. Clearly, we're still caught in the loop. Based on the way it was in Sapphire, the current sky shouldn't be as deep into the night. The way it was in Sapphire? Sounds like you've been here for a long time. In fact, I've gone through a lot of intel beforehand. Himeko, you mentioned that Sapphire had a total of 3 pendulum clocks, correct? Ah, yeah. So, are you implying that unless we completely destroy the 3 pendulum clocks, the loop of Sapphire won't come to a stop? Bingo! I've just found that these pendulum clocks are seemingly interconnected by some force. Destroying one of them is not enough to completely shut down the loop. However, this triple safeguard is, for me, just child's play. Then what are we waiting for? Let's proceed and shut down all the remaining ones. Himeko, do you know the locations of the other pendulum clocks? Well, truth be told, I couldn't have found there are 3 of them if not for the chimes. As for the other 2, I can only rely on the hourly chimes to gauge their approximate locations. Whenever I attempt to pinpoint their exact positions, those troublesome monsters always get in my way. Is it because those 2 pendulum clocks are situated relatively far away from your initial routine within the loop? Probably so. Within this loop of Sapphire, when things deviate too far from their original trajectories, they will be haunted by those monsters. It's almost like a correction mechanism. If that's the case, I probably can't continue the journey ahead with you. Why? If my deviation from my original path would attract monsters, then as we head out to locate the other 2 clocks, my presence might lead us to even more monsters. However, without you as our guide, you'd still be worried for us if we go straight ahead to break the pendulum clocks which draw monsters, wouldn't you? What are you acting for, Rita? Besides, when it comes to dealing with those monsters, aren't you the most experienced and proficient one here? Let's go together, Himeko. Unraveling the loop has long been your wish, hasn't it? My wish? You're right. For without breaking the loop, that unresolved case will forever remain an enigma untouched by resolution. Now that's a response vigilante I know. The responsible vigilante. Not anymore. What did you say? Nothing. Let's head to the second pendulum clock now. What does she mean, not anymore? The alert from Brony's screen interrupted our conversation. What's that sound? Don't be afraid, little Siren. It's just the alert of my trackers. Have they spotted any monsters? It appears there's a bit of a snag in the program. Let me check. It's not a difficult issue, but it still requires a bit of time to pinpoint the problem. It would be nice if there's a spot to recharge, you know? And then perhaps a chill drink to go along with it? Yep. By the way, my place is nearby. My controller! If you don't mind, you can come over for a visit or something. Well, this does appear to be the most plausible approach. Oh no, my controller. Well then, guess we'll have to trouble you, Himeko. You're so welcome. After all, you have me more than enough. Brony rejoins the team. Okay, it's working fine, I guess. But wait a minute. RTB. Okay, it's working. RTA. Okay. RTX. It's just RTY, but I need to BL2, please. Okay, RT and RB working. Oh. The night stretches on endlessly, a far cry from the vibrant sapphire of my memories. There wasn't a single soul in sight on the street. Now and then, a few cats and dogs started past us, haunching on the ground, contributing to the spine-chilling atmosphere of the eerie midnight. That cat, it can't see us? As long as you don't touch it, it can only repeat what it had done on that day following the same route. At first, I was terrified, but now, if I knew who was behind all this, I'd grab him by the collar and find out why. repeating the same day over and over, like a rerun of a TV show being replayed again and again. You slide the progress bar and the characters jump right to that point in time. That's an interesting analogy. Is there some sort of hand sliding along the progress bar here in Sapphire? It felt like the comment was for Brony, but somehow Rita's eyes fell on me, as if asking the question. Is she the one who put Sapphire in a loop? Why choose to put Sapphire in a loop? A forever looping bubbled universe. What's the point? The she that Captain is talking here is probably not Rita. It is probably Luna Kindred. I remember the neon lights on the rooftop and the rosy moon on the summer night. Has that innocent yet heartbreaking wish turned into something I can't make out? Hey, watch out! Huh? Himeko pulled me out of my thoughts. A cat dashed past me with swiftly steps, ignoring me like any other living thing there. If you touch the cat, monsters will be drawn over. So that's how you trigger the rule. How long is it gonna be? These streets make me feel incredibly uncomfortable. It's alright. My home is right ahead. Wait. Sorry. I've got something to take care of. Please give me a sec. Sorry again. As though she had suddenly remembered something, Himeko had panic written all over her face. She ran to a nearby apartment and kept us outside with the excuse that she was preparing for something. Hey, you alright, Himeko? I'm fine. Just some minor problems. Unable to withstand the weight anymore, the bookshelf knocked the half-closed door open, crushing all the books and bottles and jars by our feet. Wait, never mind. Just come in. It is her office? Well, I suppose this is her home. Wow, so many. I'm certain for sure these are beers. Wait. She tried to make an effort to remedy the situation. Hey, no picking at the mess. As if I have another choice. I tried hard to find a foothold in Himeko's room, carefully stepping around documents scattered all over the floor like a soldier getting through a minefield. It was more like a disorganized storage room than a living space. Everyone, make yourselves at home. Obviously, the more effort Himeko made, the messier it became. Just when she finished sorting out a pile of files, and any pile that had already been sorted would collapse at her feet, just like a row of dominoes. Haha, I didn't even know I had so much stuff. Don't worry, Himeko, we're just waiting for Brony to fine-tune the equipment. We're deeply grateful for the shelter you provided us in this looping city. Yeah, no need to trouble yourself, Himeko. It takes no time for this genius hacker to set the rig up right. Brony sat on the pile of books casually while Rita stood by my side as gracefully as ever, giving Himeko a gentle smile. Sorry you had to see this. Want something to drink? There's orange juice in the fridge, the type that doesn't go bad. I'll grab it for you. Would you like some ice? Some empty tins fell onto the floor with a clang. Himeko, we'll just help ourselves. Serene, up for some orange juice? What are you looking at? Something interesting. Wait, that's not for kids! I am not a kid. Standing before the blackboard in the corner, Siren turned around with a pouty face revealing the investigation details up on the board. That's the Sapphire serial vampire events? Huh? You heard about them too? My colleagues say they're just rumors. Heard about is an understatement. I used to be your suspect. Before coming to this bubble universe, I did some digging. There were multiple cases of night assaults in Sapphire, and every victim claimed they were attacked by vampires. I've looked into them. Nothing but hearsay. Anything else? Hearsay? Could it be the serial vampire events never took place in this looping bubble universe? That's all I know. How could I not know? I knew the frail girl in the alleyway, the canine tooth flashing beneath the lips, and the cold, desperate touch on the neck. Would the start of everything be the end of everything, too? But I kept my mouth shut in my silent. But I kept my mouth shut. In my silence, Rita smiled in the most unnoticeable way. What a pity. Thought you could offer more. In fact, I've always believed the monsters in Sapphire are closely connected to vampires, but everyone turns a blind eye and acts like I'm the freak. Speaking of it, do you believe in vampires? Huh? Of course they're real. Just like how this kid with cat ears here is a magic girl. Anything else? Anything is possible. The self-proclaimed genius hacker hasn't fixed the equipment up yet? Almost done, just so everyone can take a break and talk about vampires. It's hard for people to conceive what lies beyond their own perception, but nothing can be known for certain. Just like how you never supposed they're the world stuck in an infinite loop, and yet here we are. Yeah, if someone told me I was in a world that was stuck in an infinite loop, I'd definitely put them in a nut house. Right, that's why people here always give me this weird look whenever I say loop. As for the case, based on what we know so far, I'm just chasing a laughable urban legend. Even though there's always a voice in my head telling me vampires are real, and I have this feeling that I need to stop it before things get worse. Vigilantes act on proof, but I don't have anything that can prove vampires are real. They're dangerous, and I need to get to the bottom of this. Are you also of the opinion that I'm obsessed with this crazy theory? Of course not. You make up your mind and you follow through to the end. Huh, thank you. Pity that my colleagues and boss see things differently. They take me for a delusional fool. I got demoted and now just run boring chores and clean up after my boss. He said keeping me busy would get rid of my ridiculous thoughts. Problems at work messed up her life. Maybe that's why Himeko's place looks completely different from my memory. So I quit. Oh, I forgot to say, the day that keeps getting replayed is the day I resigned. I slapped his face and yelled at him to get someone else to clean your mess, goodbye, and walked out the door. So every day you get to hit your boss and he won't remember it the next day? Yeah, pretty much. What? That sounds like heaven. No, I don't think so. I mean, I did the same in your shoes. If the world is stuck in a loop, your investigation is going nowhere. Relax, Himeko. Maybe we can free the city from the loop. See? It's already 1/3 of the way done. Huh, that's promising. I trust you, Captain. When it's all over, I'll take you somewhere special and we can have a drink. The night view is great, and you can drink Brony's special cocktail. That would be a sweet offer if I hadn't quit drinking. You quit drinking? Sounds like you know I used to be a drinker. Sounds like you know I used to be a big drinker. You're quite the enigma. Wait, okay, so if she's already quit drinking, then that means the metal cans that we saw earlier were probably not alcoholic drinks, because that's what I also thought when I saw them. I stopped drinking a long time ago. Alcohol numbs me, and I need to keep it together while I'm stuck in such a messed up place. Sorry, how about... But how can I turn you down? That'd be rude of me. Huh? When it's all over, buy me a drink at the place you mentioned. Sure, you got it. Huh. Break's over. Come on, Himeko. Let's head to the second pendulum. Take a break. Brony's trackers are malfunctioned. Go resting. Done resting. Time to go to second pendulum. Oh. Phew! The fence is gone. But there's still a wall. Luckily, the pillars at the end of the fence haven't disappeared. Use it to judge the way forward. Oh, okay. Wait, I can't move down. Why? I, I really can't move down. Why can't I move down? Oh, okay. I see what's going on. There is an invisible wall. We're out of here finally. Hey? How come it's visible now? So it just only made us. Right, whatever. Wait. Following Himeko, we arrive at the suburban wasteland where an abandoned house stood conspicuously out of place. Himeko, are you sure this is the right place? It seems deserted around here. It can't be wrong. Each time the hour strikes, I can hear the sound of a clock chime coming from this direction. This building seems to be the entrance to an underground cellar. If my instincts are on point, there should be a large space below. The wine cellar. Now it's coming back to me. This place should be the grandest garden in Sapphire. Garden? But isn't this place a wine cellar? Flowers can be used for winemaking, don't you know? All of their beverages are actually brewed from flowers grown from their premises. The owner's crafted red rose wine is truly exquisite, and their coconut flower wine, with its sweet and tangy, refreshing taste plus a subtle coconut fragrance. Sorry, it's been quite a while since I've been around alcohol. Being in a wine cellar all of a sudden has caught me off guard. Never mind me. Miss Himeko is so adorable, don't you think? Back to the matter at hand. Going by the previously heard chimes, the second pendulum clock could be situated within the cellar. Let's go and have a look. Okay, so who's this guy? I heard that there's a beautiful flower at the peak of the mountain. I wonder how I can reach it. Wait, there is a portal in here. Magic bubblegum missing. Please increase your level. I can't find it. Is their entrance really here? There are people there. Let's ask them about it. May I ask who you are? Why are you sneaking around my grandfather's old wine cellar? Romeo, will uphold my family's dignity and expel you from this place. Sorry, but we have no ill intentions. We're simply searching for an item and we'll leave as soon as we find it. Searching for something? I recently cleaned up the cellar and I am about to have it renovated. What might you be seeking? Did you? Well then, sir, have you come across an item resembling a pendulum clock? Ah, yes, I've seen it. I was actually quite puzzled because it appeared to be rather valuable. But it wasn't listed on the to sell list my grandfather provided. That's great to hear, sir. I believe that's what we're looking for. Would you be kind enough to lead us to it? Oh, that won't do since it's from our family's wine cellar. Doesn't its ownership rightfully ours? Wait, you're not gonna make us to go through an application process, are you? That won't be necessary. If you're willing to help me gather a particular flower from the mountains, I'd like to make a trade with you. Okay, so Or practically the one who's going to be picking the flower. In any cases, I suppose I should stop here because, well, I have other games to play. Yeah. So let's stop here for now. Complete main story, what? Complete main story mission. You can continue to level after ready to leave. Ready to leave? Not yet unlocked. A drop in the ocean. Well, there is a map anyway, so... Only Rita? Yeah, I remember. I remember how this is supposed to be
デート
played.
でもしましょうか。
Oh, come on. Oh no. Oh.
任務完了。お待たせいたしました。
Okay, and I still have one more.
デートでもしましょうか。
Oh. No, it's too bad.
思い出はローズマリーの花言葉です。
Okay. Wow, what a very terrible map this is. Okay. It's almost here. So how many more? Syrian, the magical girl, lifted a curse on the miracle stone to rescue Terry and her two seniors. What? You may not be able to unlock certain CG in the collection if you skip. Clear event story. Okay, so for the finishing part, I got this. This is something you can do when you log in. It's a 7-day login. So let's see what this. A soft voice of Ontario, she leaned over and muttered, "But wait, don't read it out loud." Confirm to use the letter. This will be consumed right away. Okay, but where is it? Oh, that was it? How disappointing. Well, yeah, that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one.